Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for episode number 3 of Tier 10 to the Top, where despite our great form with Prestwich Hayes, it's not all been plain sailing. We've signed 3 17-year-old kids that look fantastic and are performing exceptionally well in the first team, but we are under massive pressure to keep hold of our best players. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Also, with the recent update, the new patch, the tactic is starting to show a few creaks. I've only played one game, but I'm a bit concerned going into this game away from home that you're going to watch live in the FA Vase, a huge match. It all may come crumbling down around us. We're then going to play St Helens away from home in the league, and they are up there in the table as well. So 2 massive games and a big test for the 4-2-4. Let's roll the intro. Right guys, you all know I like to get negative news out of the way early, so let's begin with the club crisis. We look set to lose a lot of our key players. Robbie Dunn, the talisman up top, 29 goals this season, has interest in 3 clubs and a solid contract offer from 3 clubs, at least 1 league higher than we're at. Paul Clift on left midfield the same. Devante Bannon, our key ball winning midfielder, the same. Lee McKevitt, key right back. Brett Callow, backup left back. Dennison, key left back. He's got 5 offers, I think. Jacob Owen, key centre back, 3 offers. These are all solid contract offers. Remember, we can't offer anyone a semi-pro deal, so I have no obligation to the players to stay. They can come and go as they like. We are in big trouble of losing the entire spine of the team, maybe even some backup players, so we might have a lot of transfers to do if this all goes south. In more positive news though, I have managed to secure 3 cracking signings. We got Widra in the last episode. You saw how good he's done. You're going to see some more amazing goals very soon. But after that, we signed Rob Hulse from Yorkshire Amateur, and he looks like a cracking little prospect. I'm training him to be an advanced playmaker because I think he'll suit the role. Passing, technique, dribbling, touch, agility. He's got decent flair, really good vision. He just looks like an all-round fantastic player, other than the fact that he's got crappy decisions and work rate. But I'm sure we can work on that with his cracking potential. Only a balanced personality, but I don't think that'll hold him back too much. We then got Mark Sewell for the left side because we've lost a player. Mark Sewell's English, 17 years old. He is left-footed as well, which is good, and he's got really high aggression, an attribute I really do rate with my forward-thinking players. It isn't directly linked to any abilities for your attackers other than how they may challenge in the air and how aggressively they go into challenges on the press. I find it just seems to lead to much more effort in everything they do. It's got great acceleration, pace, technique, work rate, and dribbling and flair. All big ticks for me in the position. The big guy comes from Leicester Nirvana, and that's Luke Penney. Yes, he's another striker, and yes, he is getting paired with Widra. It's going to be the Penney and Widra show, guys. He's scored 7 goals already from 7 starts, and he's got an assist. He looks lightning fast off the mark, 14 acceleration, 13 pace. He's really determined, he's aggressive, great personality, a spirited one. He's got good dribbling, good finishing, good technique. All will work very well for his position. Decent decisions. He's just a good all-round player, and I think he's going to be fantastic going forward for us. A really quick update on the financial side. We're pretty much stagnant. That hasn't dropped much. You may remember a couple of episodes ago I looked at the projection, which was showing 40 grand in debt come the end of the season. That's now down to 25 grand. So these friendlies are definitely having an impact, and hopefully come the end of the season we may actually not lose too much money. Right, let's jump into the schedule, guys, and get you all caught up with where the save is right now. So we left off against Garstang at home where we won 5-1. The next game, which was off camera, was a 3-1 victory against AFC Liverpool. Robbie Dunn, Lucas Widra getting involved again and Ryan Harkin off the bench before Pilkington were beaten 2-1 at home in the league. This was a great little game for Charlesworth's goal from right back. He got his chance. This was another backup team and Harkin also scored. Before we came up against Highgate, this was in the FA Vase second round. Really important game because we want to progress in this competition, as I keep mentioning, and we really showed up. They're a league above us and you would not have thought it. Lucas Widra scored a great goal. He also nodded down for Ned Dry, which was a really nice build-up play, before Devante Bannon turned up with this wonderful volley. What an exceptional strike. And Derek Tivy also got on the score sheet. After that high, we were up against AFC Darwin back in the league. Easy 5-1 win away from home. Robbie Dunn got himself a hat-trick. James Kalu scored a towering header. And Lucas Widra, the main man, getting on the score sheet again. GNG Oadby, who were a league above us, were in the FA Vase next third round. Cliff, Callow, Kirongozi and Harkin, all pretty much backup players, scored there because we were resting players for Lower Breck, the team that are second in the league. We really wanted to get this game tied up. We just managed it 1-0 thanks to Robbie Dunn. Likewise, Nelson, who were third I think in the league, beat them 1-0 thanks to Jacob Owen. Getting a little bit worried that there were only 1-0 scorelines, but if you have a look, there's a reason. I always have the opposition formation in this category here, and that's so I can work out where we're struggling. It's always against 5 at the back formations other than the Highgate game. If you look, this most recent game against Blackpool, AFC, they also played 5 at the back. Hence why I don't know if the struggles in the last game were because of the new patch or because of the tactic we were coming up against and its weaknesses with Concerto. Back into the schedule though, Daisy Hill next. We beat these guys 4-2 away from home. Lee McKevitt scored a great goal. Lucas Widra on the score sheet yet again before Akim Sams off the bench and Robbie Dunn off the bench also chipped in. Westfield, who were another team league above us in the FA Vase for the 4th round. We beat these guys easily 4-0. Robbie Dunn scored a couple. Akim Sams and Callow, very straightforward victory there before we beat Chadderton 3-0 away from home. Widra scoring again, James Carlew and Luke Penney. Some really lovely goals there. Luke Penney showing a great turn of foot and pace, and I'm hoping we're going to see a lot more of that, maybe even today. We've mentioned the AFC Blackpool game. We won that one thanks to Luke Penney. Again, he's really finding his form, and hopefully we can pick up where we left off and beat Ellie right now. We're away from home. It's in the last 16 of the competition, so it's down to the crunch time now. We need to be winning these games. If I can reach a quarter final in this competition, we can start to dream about possibly even winning it. Bearing in mind the level of opposition we've been playing every single round, that is pretty sensational. And we've got some news, guys. Robbie Dunn has decided to turn down the chance to leave the club and opted to stay. That is excellent news. Negative news though, Jacob Owen's got yet another offer. That's his 4th or 5th offer now, and Harkin's got another 2 offers. This has all started happening since the patch update, which worries me because this is just going to keep steamrolling as the season goes on. All I can hope is the players want to play for me and play for a team that is winning rather than move away. Right boys, let's crack on with the game. This is the last 16 that we're looking at. Some really good teams in there, but we've got to get the job done in this round before we start thinking about future ones. These guys should be playing a 4-4-2, so it'll be quite interesting to see how open the game is and how the direct system works with the new patch. I'm going with Widra and Penney up top. Wicked Widra, he's started improving already. I'm loving his work rate, his teamwork and his bravery. You're really seeing that in the match engine. But that 9 assists and 11 goals from 14 starts is unbelievable. He's really good in a pressing role, and you get to see that in the match engine. Alongside Penney, they have been the deadly duo together. Really happy with them. Tivy's been great as well. He's not really improved. If anything, he's digressed a little bit, but he has had 8 assists, he has scored 5 goals, and while he's not physically the most dominant, I feel like he definitely deserves his position in the team. We're going with McKevitt and Dennison on either full-back role. Norris and Owen are the best 2 defenders by a country mile, so we're going to be sticking with them. Right, boys, enough talking, let's get into it. Come on, you Hayes. Tell the lads to go out there and impress me. They all seem motivated, composed, no negative feedback there. First highlight of the game is a pretty poor tackle from Brown. He might be in trouble for that. He's wearing red and he's got a yellow card. I was thinking he might go off there. We are away from home here, so we are up against it. Like I say, these guys, they are a division above us, so it's going to be a tough tie. Be really interesting to see how the players cope with this higher level of football. Right, it's early days, guys, only 6 minutes in, but we've already had a chance. And another one there, Widra. Great save from the keeper, but it's nice to see us getting in behind. Gives me a little bit of confidence that maybe that last match was a one-off, with Blackpool playing 5 at the back. Yet another corner. Again, we're going short. It's going to be work to McKevitt. This is the same move we do game in, game out. When it comes off, it does look pretty spectacular. Dennison picks up the loose ball, chips it forward. Tivy can't make it through. That's another terrible tackle from Brown. Oh, yes. We will take that all day long. What a goal from Luke Penney. That's his 12th of the season. Absolutely unstoppable, the commentators say. Look at that for a tackle from Brown, though. What's he doing? And Penney knocks it to Widra, gets it back and curls it into that bottom corner. Great finish. With the clock ticking down to half-time, guys, Ellie have not had much of an opportunity, unless it changes now. But we've played pretty well, I think. Definitely deserve the lead, and gives me a lot of confidence for not only this competition, but going into next season as well. Ellie are 5th, I think, in the division above us, so could be that we end up with back-to-back promotions without really changing the team up much, if we can hold on to this group of players. We've seen a lot of those long throws landing in the keeper's hands, so I might have to address that at some point, but I am happy with the way this is going. They've been forced into hitting the ball long, and Penney is such a danger in behind, and we got a penalty. Can we make it 2? Devante Bannon. Great finish. Great finish. 5th goal of the season. Please don't leave me, Devante, please. It would be a disaster to lose the ball-winning midfielder. We're never going to find, at this level at least, a player of that quality. Just desperately need to be able to start offering players wages, get them in on these semi-pro deals so they aren't going to be tempted to leave us. Nice ball over the top to Widra, and it's a good save by the keeper. He's not had his shooting boots on today, Widra, but he's played well in general and he's got involved quite often. I think he's got the assist for the first goal as well, which will add nicely to his statistic. Tell the lads I'm very happy. Let's kick him out there for the second half and see if we can't finish this tie off and get a few players rested. We have a long throw with Dennison, the left back. That was just slagging off a little bit. And it looks like Widra's got his head on it and scored. 17th goal of the season. Just as I was also saying, the amount of these long throws we're seeing that are just landing in the keeper's hands, and that we may need to address the long throw routine. Well, I take all that back because we will take a 3-0 lead away from home. Green for Ellie. Goes long. Nicely nodded on. Penney. Oh, Theobald is in behind, and we have been pegged back to 3-1. Let's hope this isn't the beginnings of a comeback. Ellie have only had 6 shots, 3 of which are on target, and a 0.77 XG, so I'll be very disappointed if we concede another goal now. Come on, let's get a 4th and just really wrap this game up. Penney's quick, there's no way he's getting caught there, but he can't finish. Right, guys, we've just made some substitutions, which I'll run you through in just a second. I just want to see if this is going to lead to anything. Dennison chips the ball forward to Widra, who is going to be coming off the pitch. Tivy to Dennison. Come on, do something. Dennison moves the ball forward to Tivy. To Bannon. Well tackled, but Kalu's got it. And he's back in. Goal. Golazio. What a team move that was. Really well worked. Good cohesion there between Kalu and Penney. This is why I always say to you guys, it's really important to look at your training and make sure you're scheduling that match practice. That is probably enlarged down to attacking movement match schedules. Let's confirm the changes because it's mainly to rest players. We've brought Healy on for Bannon because I want him in the ball-winning midfielder role. I've also brought Kalu off because he is a star player at right midfield. We need him rested. And I brought Widger off because he was starting to tire, and I do love him. And we've got Robbie Dunn on, who's probably, arguably, a bigger threat, as we're about to see him miss. We have been fantastic today. 53% possession using a direct system as well. I think we can safely say this competition is definitely up for grabs this season. Great win, lads. Well done. They all look inspired. And to be honest, I don't think I was disappointed with any single one of them. Penney was brilliant in behind. Lucas Widger was fantastic, calm on the ball. Kalu showed a deadly finish. And the defenders did the job as well. Lots of big teams left in the competition. We'll have to see who we get drawn against. But before we do that, we've got the second of the livecom games. It's against 5th place St Helens Town. And I've just realised we haven't seen the league table yet since we came back. We are top on 66 points now. We're 12 points clear of Lower Breck with 2 games in hand. If we can't win promotion from here after winning every single game this season, I don't know what we need to do. I'll just quickly show you what I've been doing with these friendlies as well, guys. If I quickly pull the no competitions in, this is what the schedule actually looks like. So it looked quite clean before. You'll see now, look, we've had 3 friendlies just between 2 league matches there. Friendly chucked in there, friendly chucked in there. That is the theme throughout the season. Mainly to make money, but also to get players more time on the pitch so they can improve quicker. As I've been continuing through, we've got the draw for the FA Vase. Let's do this team by team. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. This is our first big cup competition. North Shields, they're a team I would like to avoid. And they've got Carlisle City. So it should be North Shields through to the next round. Dunstable against Skelmersdale. Ooh, that's a good tie for us. Keeps us out of the way of them. Stockton, they're a North Division 1 team. So I believe that they are probably a league above us. And they've got Gorleston, which means we have West Auckland. Right, guys, let's work this out quickly. So they're in the Northern Division 1. That means they're a league above us. And they're top of that table with the top goal scorer. Will be a handy team by the looks of things. Their average wage is £169. So to me, that means that they're already offering semi-pro contracts. The upside, though, is they look to play 4-4-2. That will suit us down to the ground, I think. I fancy our chances there. Well, there's absolutely no doubt that this transfer saga is going to go on for quite some time, maybe even into next season. But we've had some positive news in just a couple of days processing. Jacob Owens decided that he doesn't want to leave for now. He doesn't like any of the offers. Likewise, Dennison, and likewise our right back McKevy. Tivy, however, look at how bad this is. He's got 8 bids. Some of these clubs are huge compared to us. And look at that for the interest. Northwich are in there. That's a big club. Oh man, that we're going to fend all of that interest off. I have no idea. But all we can keep doing is winning games and trying to keep him intrigued by the journey that is Prestwich Hayes to the top. Right, I've just realised I brought Healy in there. That is incorrect. It's meant to be Hulse. There we go. So Hulse and Bannon are going to be starting in central midfield. The difference there being that Hulse is getting the game. I'm going to bring Callow in as well, actually. I'm going to give him a match because I really do fancy him at left back. Let's stick with that. I'm going to go with pick up where you left off. Everyone seems composed and motivated, so that's good. Right, let's kick this thing off. A tough couple of games that we've got coming up here. So this one against St Helens, it's away from home. Like I said, they're in 5th, so they're not playing too badly, and that was really Route 1. Very, very frustrating to concede a goal like that, which is the sort of goal we'd usually score. I'm not watching that again. Terrible. Yeah, so it's a tough game, as you can see, and we've also got Holker Old Boys coming up next. They're in 4th. That one's going to be a tough game as well, as Saunders starts things off for us. Penney's in behind, and that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Pick that out. 13th goal of the season. What a delightful strike. I want to see that again, guys, so sorry to keep you waiting, but I think you'll appreciate it. Widger with the nod on. We've seen that happen a couple of times. His jumping reach has gone up to 9 now. His heading's half decent, so he's quite an aerial presence at this level. Norris starts the attack off. Lovely long ball over the top to Kalu. And Penney hits the post. How close do you want to come? I'm not sure if that was Penney or Widger actually, but we've got the corner. Callow goes straight to McKevitt this time, and he's got to shoot from there surely. Nice. Luke Penney, second goal of the game. We're 2-1 up with only a couple of minutes left till half time. I can get the lads in, give a team talk, and hopefully get the game wrapped up. Penney, corner. He's great at getting behind, but his finishing leaves a little bit to be desired sometimes. Kalu, good cross, and the ball's been cleared. Like I say, and his finishing does leave something to be desired sometimes. And while he's got 10 for finishing, you've also got to understand what the finishing attribute does when it's in combination with other attributes. Composure and concentration, for instance, are focus attributes. So that's how focused a player is through the game when he's going to be finishing. That can really damage how well he does with scoring goals. There's also things like technique to take into consideration, which actually Penney's is quite good, but the technique is how well he will finish more difficult chances, like a volley, for instance, or a first-time shot under pressure. There's decision making. Obvious what that does. It's the decision he makes at the time as to where he's going to shoot, whether he's going to shoot or pass, all that sort of thing. So there's all these things to take into consideration, as well as his anticipation. How does he anticipate a chance? And I'm going to be doing a video at some point on all of that, explaining how it all works, so you guys can, great goal by the main man Penney, who we were just discussing, so you guys can work out what you're looking for in your strikers and your attacking midfielders, because it's really important to understand how all these attribute combinations come together to form what you see on the pitch. We've only got 30 minutes left in the game, 20 now. So with 14 shots, 8 on target to their 3 and 2, this is going swimmingly well. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but despite winning and dominating the game, we've got some awful ratings. 6.3 for Owen, 6.3 for McKevitt, Callow the same, and even the midfielders who you'd think would be doing well have got pretty crap ratings and all. And Dunn has just scored off the bench, his 30th goal of the season. Really are not doing so well in keeping the ball at the moment, but Widger's got it. Ooh, nearly. Just wide. See, Widger's great because even when he's not scoring, he contributes just like that. Done. Another goal, 2 off the bench, but Widger is fantastic. Even though he's playing that pressing forward role on an attack duty, he naturally seems to want to drop deeper and get involved in play. I love that about him, and his passing's pretty decent as well. That's why he gets such good assist rates, because he gets himself into such fantastic positions. I'm assuming he must have good off the ball movement, because that is usually why that would happen. Yeah, you see he's got 8 off the ball, and he's also got good flair as well, which will help, because that'll also help with what he can see on the pitch. It's not only vision, you see, guys, that contributes to a player's passing. Also, his flair does contribute to the things that he can actually spot on the pitch before he makes his decision to even make a pass. It's what they can actually see around them. Just like teamwork, that's another attribute that affects what a player can see. So, top of the table on 69 points, we are 15 clear of lower Breck with a game in hand. The season is going exceptionally well, and that's going to draw this episode to a close. Have a quick look at Penney, just to close things out. He scored a hat-trick in that game, he's got the 2 assists, absolutely on fire this kid. I think that speed, finishing, dribbling are going to make a huge difference for us if we can hold on to him. Right guys, I've blabbered on for way too long. As to when we'll be coming back, I would say probably somewhere around April time, end of March possibly. The league will be wrapped up very soon, I'm hoping. I want to get past this FA Vase quarter-final, maybe come back for the semi-final, but we'll see how the season progresses. You know the deal. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe and hit the bell button. That way you get notified when the new episodes go live, and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this. It hugely helps me in the channel, and I really would appreciate it. And I'll leave you a link up there that you can click for a tactical help video. If you feel like your tactics aren't working and you can't work out why because others are finding success with them, say you're using a plug and play system, I've created a tutorial for you to troubleshoot your saves, so you can actually try and work out where the issue is, because most likely it isn't the system. There's a number of other things that could be going wrong there. So yeah, click on that and see if it helps. Right guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Sorry if I've been blabbering a bit today. Long day at work and I'm really tired. The next episode will have much more clarity in what I am saying, I promise you. Thanks very much guys. If I don't talk to you beforehand, have a great Christmas. See you later.